guys, Ian here from Co-Create Today, taking that mindset of lack to a mindset of abundance. Sorry, my microphone broke, so I'm going off the camera's mic. I'm sorry if you can't hear anything. There is an interstate right there. It just happens to be that I live right next to a park, which is right next to the interstate, right next to ASU. So it'll get better. I know that in time, I'm only going to evolve, and I'm going to only gain more and more beautiful surroundings, aspects, and things into my life. And that's what I wanted to talk today. I just wanted to talk about spiritual enlightenment and how you can be spiritual and material at the same time. So anyway, the idea that I have is that if you are too spiritual or too material, you will not have a balanced life. And my whole philosophy is, if you can be a materialistic as well as a spiritualistic person, you will become a dualistic identity. And being that dualistic person, you can take perspectives of both sides and create a equal optimistic perspective on whatever you're looking at. And that's the biggest thing with spirituality and materialism, is they're the same idea, yet two different poles. When we look at the spiritual side, it's stuff that we can't see. It's the non-material. It's the space. And when we look at the material side, it is the material. It is that solid within the empty space. Now, they cannot exist without each other. And that's the whole purpose of spiritual enlightenment, is to combine the two. If you're too spiritual, you're too ushy-gushy, no one's going to take you for what you're worth. They're going to take you for granted. Now, if you're too materialistic, no one's probably going to hang around you, because you're probably a jerk, and you probably are too caught up in your material things, in your car, in your house, in your misses. See, when you become too materialistic, you start to demoralize yourself. You don't have true morals, because your morals lie in external things. When you're too spiritual, all your thoughts and stuff are externalized as well through this God force that you think exists somewhere else. So the thing with my philosophy is that I'm trying to combine the two. I'm trying to take the best of both worlds so I can create abundance in my life. And how am I doing this? Well, first of all, I'm enlightening myself with positive input. I'm always reading books about philosophies and gaining levels of awareness of consciousness. I'm also reading books about business. I'm reading books about how to be creative, how to be more productive. I do affirmations. I should have done an affirmation before this video talking how I speak effectively and efficiently, because I kind of just messed up there. But anyhow, I'm always consciously bettering myself for the future. Now, I know if I can do that, the material side will come. However, when I focus on the immaterial, the spiritual side, initially, it'll set my mind for the material to come. It'll set my mindset appropriate, so when that material thing comes into my life, I can appreciate it more and use it to its full advantage. Now, it is quite paradoxical to talk about how you're talking about spirituality, you're doing this spiritual thing so you can have material. Yeah, obviously, that doesn't make too much of sense, but from my perspective is that you have to build a foundation, and that foundation, whether it's in material or spiritual realm, will set you up for gaining knowledge in the other. So if you become too spiritual, you're going to have to become too material in the long run after you build that spirituality. In my head, a lot of people don't do this. Why? Because they do the opposite. They become financially set, and they start spending all their stuff in the material world, and they forget to work on that spiritual world. And I truly believe that anybody can work on either or. It's just finding that silver lining to create the best of both worlds, and finding that like perspective that everything is abundant, everything is beautiful. And in doing so, you bring in the most beautiful and amazing things into your life, whether that's purchased or it's seen through your eyes or your senses. So this whole idea of spiritual enlightenment is just becoming self-aware to a point where you're so confident in your ability that nothing can really hold you back. And as you build these skills and you become more self-aware, your skill set is going to become more intuitive, and you're going to be able to use these skills in whatever you do. And whatever you do will result with prosperity and abundance. That's my whole philosophy with creating this YouTube channel and creating a network marketing business. Is I'm building a foundation and I'm working so I can have like more freedom in the future, more abundance in the future. But that all starts today, and it all starts with that silver lining. It's being spiritual but being material at the same time. So realizing that I have faith in myself so I can achieve the material things that I like, a house, a car. And it really doesn't have to go too deep. You can really be material on very seldom things, but you know that those things that you are passionate about are going to give you pleasure, and they're going to be worth the effort and the money you spend on that. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you can possibly hear me. I apologize for that. I'm really sorry about the interstate. Here, I'll scan over there just to let you see. That's ASU right there, and the interstate's right underneath that. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I'll catch you later.